And welcome back. Well, when something works well, we like to set it and forget it, right? But when it comes to your insurance, you need to make sure that you have the right person keeping watch over your needs. Class is in session. It's Insurance 101 with Sovereign Select, and we're here with Tom Qualley to chat about the importance of keeping in contact with your agent. This is going to perk you up. It's something you probably haven't heard before, right? Hi, Tom.
Hi.
Good to see you. I think this is great. So interesting that you would mention keeping in touch with your insurance agent.
Yeah.
You're my insurance agent, so I keep in touch with you. But a lot of times...
First Wednesday of every month I see you.
It's true, right? You can't get away from me.
You can't.
But I think what's interesting is that most people are going to say, I don't ever meet with my insurance agent.
Yeah. Well, it's something that I found really important to address, because obviously we're an independent insurance agency and we specialize mostly in Medicare products, so Medicare Advantage, Medicare supplements, and prescription drug plans. And as I've been on the show for about 7 years, and we always say it's really important to review your insurance. And what our current customers would tell you is that, hey, we actually get in touch with them every single year, multiple times a year, to keep them updated on changes and let them know what their new options are going into the following years.
Because you save a lot of money for them sometimes.
On the other hand, we have a lot of people that call us as well from the show or from referrals from other customers. And the biggest thing that we hear from those people is that, hey, I'm already, some of them are already on Medicare, and hey, I've been on Medicare for maybe 5 years or 6 years, and I met some insurance agent, I don't remember his name, back when I started Medicare, and I've never heard from him again.
Right. Very common.
And that's the most common complaint that we hear regarding insurance agents. Mostly, I don't know if it's specific necessarily to Medicare, but what I'd like to really put out there is if there's anybody that really, if that rings true to somebody that's watching, to give us a call. Call Sovereign Select, and we'll treat them like customers and give them a home. Because
that's your number one priority, is having that relationship, putting your customers first, and making sure that there is no lack of contact between the agent and the customer that you're working with. If somebody's new to Medicare and they're likely getting all the mail, or they're learning all those things and they're confused, what's the first thing that they should do?
Well, all that mail, the first thing they should do with it is throw it away.
Toss it.
Just throw it away.
That's going to give someone anxiety.
Except for their Medicare card. Keep the Medicare card. Keep that, but throw everything else away. All the advertisements, all the junk mail, just throw it away.
Okay.
And then the second thing they should do is call me. Call Sovereign Select, because basically, like I said earlier, we're an independent insurance agency, so we carry all the top Medicare Advantage, Medicare Supplement, and Part D prescription drug plans. We have access to hundreds of different plans in the state. So basically what that means is we can take all that junk that they would have been calling through all that mail and put it all into one spot for them and really customize a program that meets each person's specific needs.
Well, that's what I like what you do. You sit down because you recognize that everybody's going to have something different, whether it's an ailment or a prescription drug or you're healthy as can be, financial, kids, grandkids, all these different things. You really look at it all, and you will sit down and do a one-on-one consultation face-to-face.
And our biggest thing is education. The first and foremost, number one thing is we want to educate that person on what Medicare is and what their options are, so that they have all the tools to make an informed decision.
Do you find that a lot of times people who are new to Medicare, or even they're on it and they're looking to switch things, will bring somebody important to them to help them kind of digest some of the information?
Oh, yeah.
Because I remember doing that with my mom.
Definitely.
She's always afraid she's not going to remember something or hear something correctly. So we go and help her write notes and take notes. Are you comfortable with that?
Oh, yeah. In a lot of cases, we actually encourage that.
Yeah.
To bring a family member, whether it's a spouse or a child or a grandkid, to come in and help interpret some of the things that we're talking about and help make it easier to make that decision. It is confusing.
Well, and I think too, when you bring that person with, sometimes they remember something for you. They say, oh, but remember what about this, or whatnot, and so they're filling in those gaps for you so that you don't have to be solely responsible for all that stuff.
And transitioning to Medicare can be kind of daunting, because most people that are transitioning to Medicare, if they're new to Medicare, a lot of times they're losing group health insurance, or they've been retired maybe for a while and they had retiree coverage, and they're like, oh, I know I'll save a lot of money if I transition fully onto Medicare, which is really about 80% the case these days, so if there's anybody that's on a group insurance plan, it should probably be reviewed. But the point is, it can be kind of daunting to do that alone, so it is nice to have somebody that can be there for you.
Yeah.
Of course, we're here for them as well. So.
Well, and I love that you'll come out to someone's house, you'll meet them at a coffee shop, you'll meet at the local library, or wherever is comfortable for you. You'll go and meet them there.
Bell.
Taco Bell, yeah, absolutely. I'll go for a double-decker Supreme. But I think it's great because you really do. You'll go to you and meet you where you're comfortable, so you can sit down, the local Perkins, whatever it may be, right?
Absolutely.
And you've got these Friday meetings where they're educational only. People can come and they learn more about Medicare. They're educational only. So this event, you're not going to be discussing specific insurance companies or their plan details. So it's going to be an overview. You can call to reserve your seat. Seating is limited, so it's good to do that. If you don't have time and you still want to come, you can just show up if you're unable to call ahead. It's free. There's no cost. It's educational. So this is great. And you want people to come out every Friday at 10 a.m., fill the room, right?
These
and
are
learn
great.
More.
These are just a great starter session for people that are, even if they're on Medicare or if they're becoming new to Medicare, even if they're a couple years away from Medicare, this is a great little starter session where they can learn all the ins and outs of what Medicare is. It's just kind of a high-level overview of what Medicare is and what the specific type of plan options are that can go along with Medicare. So it's just a good way to kind of ease yourself into the whole Medicare system.
Well, and I love, since you do them every Friday, it's not a huge group every time, right?
Yeah.
So you kind of get some personal attention.
Yeah, there's a max of 8 people.
Okay, that's
that can
fantastic.
Yeah, which is perfect. So we can really give each person kind of specialized attention as well.
Absolutely fantastic. So people can contact you or one of your agents at Sovereign Select. It's no cost consultations. And again, they'll come to meet you where you're comfortable. 262-641-4111, sovereignselectins.com. And again, every Friday at 10 a.m. is one of those educational meetings as well, right there in Brookfield on North 124th Street. Thanks so much for being here, Tommy.
Thanks for having me on.
Good to see you.